just heard that your GM banned you from the arena this week. Too bad for him that he can't throw out a paying customer. I've left you a ringside seat ticket at the box office. I'm sure you'll put it to good use.
New Year's Revolution is this Sunday. It's good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And tonight, Mr. McMahon inducts himself into the WWE Hall of Fame.
And speaking as one Hall of Famer about another, I think it's long overdue.
Not everyone's as happy about it as you are, King. Our champion, for one.
That idiot knows what's good for him. He won't even show up at the arena tonight.
I cannot begin to tell you how humbled I am to accept this great honor, which I deserve more than anyone else in sports entertainment history.
How much more of this is there?
JR, shh! Don't let Mr. McMahon hear you.
Oh no! What the hell's he doing?
I don't believe this! He's lost his mind!
You'll pay for this! My God, you'll pay for this! Send him out!
I can't believe what we just saw. The champion completely ruined Mr. McMahon's Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yeah, and those two extremists are going to make him pay. Real smart move right before New Year's Revolution. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. The Sandman is an ECW original, and in many ways is the perfect representation of that brand.
Yeah, illiterate, unwashed, and violent.
Well, I was going to say hardcore and passionate, but I know you have your own view of ECW.
Yeah, I've got some history with ECW, and we'll just leave it at that.
When you're facing a superstar like Marcus Corvon, what should your strategy be?
Can't let him build momentum. He's so fast and...
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
You got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
It looks like he's fixing to end this one.
Oh, man! What a choke slam! That'll do it, JR.
The Sandman might not be to everyone's liking, but you have to respect the man's accomplishments in ECW.
I don't see how anyone can admire the Sandman. He's a foul-mouthed, beer-swilling, blue-collar redneck.
Well, when he put it that way, he actually sounds like a good friend of mine.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. Man, how smash mouth is Marcus Corvon?
He's the alpha male. He's the top of the food chain. And they don't get any bigger or badder than him.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on him.
These superstars are in rough shape. Fatigue has set in, and I think this match could be over before you know it.
Uh-oh. I think we know where he's going with this, JR.
What a sickening choke slam. All the way to hell. Oh my, he's bleeding. That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs.
Watch out! He reversed it! Oh no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam! All the way from hell!
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, Jay.
And here's the pin!
1, 2.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, Jay.
He's got some evil intentions here.
Oh, man. 10 feet in the air and all the way down again.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay...
There he goes, JR! He's been busted open! Look at all of that blood!
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious!
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstar.
I think they're going to try to gut it out, JR, but guts will only get you so far. Sometimes it's just not physically possible to keep going. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Mr. McMahon hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. I don't want to say that Mr. McMahon's cheap, JR, but I heard he won't even tip a canoe.
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
Sandman's got this reputation as a dangerous competitor. But if you take that Singapore Kane away from him, he's nothing.
I wouldn't say that. The Sandman might not have much in the way of an amateur background, but he can get the job done with his bare hands.
The power of the alpha male is just plain scary.
No doubt about it. You don't see many superstars with the ability to physically dominate their opponents the way Marcus Corvon can.
And he's not just strong, he's also quick. And that makes him even more dangerous.
The alpha male is an incredibly well-rounded superstar, and that makes it hard for his opponents to find a weak spot to exploit.
He countered that one perfectly. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in the... Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
He saw that one coming.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on Smackdown.
Not on Smackdown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. Boy, what a match.
No break.
I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Rope break.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not
Why?
the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right
Rope
about
break.
that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother
3.
showing up. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the...
I think they got more of a fight than they were expecting.
Yeah, but they gave at least as good as they got.
A physical encounter like that is not what the champ needed right before his title defense.
Yeah, but what did he expect? That Mr. McMahon was just going to sit there and let him ruin his ceremony?
No, I think he was prepared for a fight, but I do question his judgment.
And Mr. McMahon's going to do whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't leave New Year's Revolution with the championship.